I grew up in the American dream family. I had a mom, a dad, brother, a dog named Larry. Everything was there except maybe the white picket fence. We had fun as a family. When we were little kids, my dad used to wake us up early in the morning and take us to the donut shop. I just thought that was so precious and so fun. I was always daddy's girl. We were always really close. I was about 10 years old and my parents divorced. I remember thinking, oh, that would never happen to me. Thank God my dad loves me so much. My dad quickly remarried and I started to see less and less of my dad. They became his new family. We went from living in this beautiful big home to my mom, my brother, and I sharing a little one-bedroom apartment. I saw him choosing his new family over us time and time again. He wasn't in my life anymore. When I was 16, my dad stopped speaking to me, and I felt really rejected. Somehow we weren't good enough for him. I said, Mom, I will never forgive him. I can never forgive him for what he did. Every man that I encountered, I wasn't able to respect. I saw them as capable of rejecting me the way my father did. And finally, after a conversation with my brother said to me, Jamie, you let every man know exactly what you think of them. You have your guard up with any guy that you come in contact with. And that was a signal to me that I really needed to be healed. I really needed to reach out to my dad and take an active step. I got the idea to write my dad a letter. First one just said, hey Dad, it's me, remember me, why don't you give me a call? I didn't get a response, and so a little while later I decided to write him another letter. I didn't receive a response after that. Then I started writing him more letters, and all throughout this time, God really put it on my heart to really pray for my dad. So I would pray for him, and at first, just, God, please help him. Then my prayers started changing, and I felt like God started softening my heart towards my dad. I really feel like it was God just tugging on my heart that I needed to love my dad. So I continued to write him letters, and this went on for about 3 years. I never got a response. One day, there was a manila envelope that came in the mail, and in the envelope was every letter and every card and every note that I ever sent him, along with a letter telling me that he never wanted to hear from me again. By that point, God had become my father. I didn't have a dad, and so I started seeking God. Even though my dad had rejected me that one last time, the same pain wasn't there anymore. God healed my heart. God's love had changed my heart so much and given me a love for my dad that I wouldn't have had on my own. My dad missed my high school beauty pageant, my high school graduation, going off to college, my college graduation. He's missed a lot, but God has always been so faithful. When I started college, I asked the Lord and I said, dads help pay for school. That's what dads do. And so, God, I'm trusting you and believing that you're my dad and you're gonna help me pay for school. Last Father's Day was a particularly hard Father's Day. And I asked God, please show me you're my dad again. Like, I'm feeling lonely and I'm feeling like I'm missing something that everybody else has. While I was sleeping, I missed a phone call. I called the number back. The person on the other line told me that there was an anonymous person who has come forth and wanted to pay off my student loans. God is my dad. He takes care of me. For all of these years, he's always taken care of me. He's always provided for me. He's always loved me. He's the only person that will ever be able to fulfill you. Those places where you don't feel whole, those places where you feel like you're missing that relationship, there's nothing that will be able to heal you except a very real relationship with God. It's about coming to God and saying, I feel rejected, I'm hurt. He fulfills us. That's what we were made for. And so when we seek other things in our lives and we're rejected by those things, of course we're hurt. God is able to heal those wounds in our life where we feel rejected. I really feel like it was God tugging on my heart that I needed to love my dad because I was able to forgive him. God healed my heart. I don't see myself as rejected anymore.